Yes, yes.
All right. So I think we can kick off now.
Okay. So, good evening, everyone. So, my name is Jeremiah Oyeniran. I'm a blockchain developer. So, I'll be the one taking you introduction to Hardhat. So, today we'll be doing Hardhat installation. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Yes.
you.
So
Good
yes,
evening.
we can
Yes,
hear
sir.
you.
All right. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, we
Yes, I can
can.
see your screen.
Okay. Okay, so before I start, let me ask how many of us are using Windows and how many of us are using Linux?
Windows here.
I am
Okay,
using Windows.
okay,
Yeah, I use Ubuntu.
okay. So I think almost everyone here is using Windows. Okay, so I think you will have to use your CMD, and I hope all of you have Node.js installed on your PC.
Very much, sir. Very much.
Okay, so that's good.
Yes, sir.
But I don't know how to install this thing on Windows, but let's just give it a try, sha. We do it together. I don't know anything.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I think you can try using this the Git Bash and CLI. So it provides like a kind of like a Linux kind of like terminal. Okay, so the commands that you use for for Ubuntu or Linux it work the same on a Git Bash.
Actually, I'm using Ubuntu as well. But
Okay. Yeah, anybody who has a Git Bash can also follow up with that.
okay,
All right. I also have Git Bash and CMD.
Yeah, just if you are familiar with the normal Linux command line this commands like your make directory, CD, and the rest, you can follow along.
Yeah.
okay, thank you. Um, okay, so we can add to our to add that documentation. Let me just give you the link. So I've sent the link to the course so everyone can follow. Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. So ADAT is a development environment for Ethereum software. So it consists of different components for editing, compiling, debugging, and deploy of your smart contract. So actually, the function of ADAT here is just like taking your smart contract, like coding your smart contract on a local host on your first studio code or any. ID that you prefer to use. So that's the main function of Hardhat. So let's go straight to the installation and everything else. So you can open your terminal now. So since everyone have Node.js installed on their PC, so we go straight to creating our Hardhat project. So I create a new folder for this project in my desktop. So I name it Hardhat class. So this is where I'll be doing everything I want to do. So you can just create a folder and seed into the folder. Let me know if you are all there so that we'll be going together.
Yes,
You can
I'm
see.
there, sir.
Okay. What of others?
Still trying to set it up. So, Samtochuku, have you been able to set it up?
Yeah, I just created a directory in my terminal as he demonstrated.
Okay, on it.
Since we are not that much in this class, so we can take our time to understand these things very well than rushing. So when you're done, let me know. And try to let us know uh, the issue that you are facing.
Sorry, can I see your screen again?
Okay. So Alpha.
Okay, my Git bash wasn't installed. I'm just installing Git now.
Okay.
Sorry, it's not a must that you use Git bash, right? I don't think that's a must.
Ah,
What did you use?
I'm using my terminal on my Ubuntu. So you can just use your CMD on
Okay,
Yeah,
Windows.
you can
I
use CMD. But the thing is, the
Okay.
commands might vary sometimes.
I think there is a part here that shows how to do it on Windows in this documentation. You can just try to go through it. Just okay. I think this is the part. So maybe I think let us move on. So we are now in the folder that we want to install our that. So the next thing to do is init our npm init. Sh- Are we on the same page?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go on. Chidubem.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to know why we are using Ubuntu to. I want to know why we are using Ubuntu for this for the installation.
Okay. Ubuntu is highly recommended because of all this issue with Windows stuff, and from the other documentation they recommend Linux as well. So that's why we're using Ubuntu.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So after that we install our Hardhat npx install Hardhat dash save def. What's wrong? I'm coming here. Install this thing. Okay. It's not npx, it's npm. I'm sorry for the mistake. Let me know when you are done, though. And if you have any question, you can ask me.
Sorry, are we using this Hardhat to write Ethereum code?
Yes.
Okay, hello.
Yes.
Can we use the command prompt in Windows for this in place of Ubuntu? The PowerShell.
Yes. Yes. Why is this network so slow like this?
Mine is still hanging. I think, I don't know, maybe the server or the network.
Yeah, mine is also hanging.
Same here.
Are we on the same page? Hello?
Hello, we can hear you.
Okay. Are we on the same page?
Yes, I've installed mine.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on the same page. Mine is still
Okay.
loading.
All right. Let's wait for you. So let me know when you are done. Oh.
Hello, Jerry, can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Yes, I moved my mic.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was waiting for others to finish
Okay,
with the
mine is
presentation.
done.
Okay. So now we have our Hardhat installed. So the next thing we do is npx Hardhat. Can you see what on my screen? Yeah.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yes, I can see your screen. Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay. So we choose a TypeScript project. Use your up and down button to control the movement.
Yeah. Sorry, sir. Question, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. We are picking TypeScript. I don't know
Yes.
because like I'm not really like familiar with TypeScript. I know it's JavaScript, but then I've not really actually used it like that.
Yeah, we are mostly familiar with JavaScript.
JavaScript does well. So
Okay. So the issue is that the time that I was learning this thing as well, I was mostly like I understand most thing of about JavaScript, not TypeScript. So on the long run, I understand how to use it with TypeScript.
okay, okay. Because
But if you think you,
I do hope that we can follow along. That's why I know that there's a lot of like typecasting that is involved in TypeScript, and most of us may not be able to follow along because of that.
Uh, TypeScript is more like JavaScript. It's not that hard to understand, sure.
Oh, okay. Okay. I we hope so. We hope so. Okay, please carry on.
Yeah, are you saying something? Okay, I think everything is set. So now we move on to our first code. Of my belly shall flow Okay, so this is our folder. So this is our main folder, and there's this our contract folder, in which all our contracts will be. So this is where we create our file. So let's use this example file to test our Hardhat. Are you guys here?
Yes, sorry, can I ask a question?
Okay.
Yes, we're here.
I- Is there any extension I'm supposed to install on my view on my VS Code so that it can recognize Hardhat code?
Okay. Thanks for that question. I think there are some extension that I installed that time. I don't I don't remember their name, so I have to check my third extension. Sorry for the noise. Sorry for that. So install Solidity by John Blanco and Solidity by Nomic Foundation. You can just try to install these extensions. It will be useful for you. Solidity contract flattener and this one Solidity language and themes. You get that? Peter?
Yes, I've seen it.
Okay. So what others you can try to do that as well. So let me know when you are done with the extension installation. Oh, Vivo, I can't see this that time. So are you with us now? Are we on the same page, Vivo? Is Vivo in the call? Okay. Oh, where are you? Like which part?
Jerry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm still trying to install the hard hats. No, I don't have installed it before, but like I don't know what is showing you on my VS Code terminal. It's showing module not found.
Do you have Node installed on your system?
Yes, yes. Doing. I'll
Okay.
just try to figure it out.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Others, are we on the same page?
Yes.
I'm here to install the extensions, please.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
Okay, so hope you are done now. So now we have to install our .env first in our that. So what we have to do now is npm install .env. Okay, so we have our .env installed. Have you been able to install it?
Almost done.
Okay.
Sir, please, can you come again? They just brought the light, so I was plugging my system.
Okay, so should we you have been able to install that and you are now in your VS Studio Code, official Studio
Yeah,
Code.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
So now we have to install our .env using the terminal, using the command line of npm install .env.
Okay.
Okay. So you create a file for our .env and we make sure that our .env is inside our git ignore because all our secret phrase, everything, our private key will be stored inside this .env. How far?
Done, sir. I'm following.
Okay. Others?
I've done that.
Yeah, follow.
Okay. So now we go to our config file. Oh shit. This new add config file is scam. Um, I think I will have to copy this thing from one of my projects. Just okay. Let me use this one. So let me just send this to you. You can use it as well. So you can copy this and paste in your Hardhat config file. So to set up our Hardhat config file, we'll be needing our private key, our Etascan API, and our Akemi API. So if you don't have an account with Etascan or Akemi, you can try to create an account. Let me just put you through how to create that. Are you guys following?
Yeah, we are following.
So go straight to etascan.io. Then you will see a button here, sign in. So you try to create an account. So there you can get your API key. And then hope everyone have Metascan, ah, Meta MetaMask install on their PC extension.
Yes, we do. Okay, I do, brother.
Others, that's a yes. So let's set up our private key.
Please, can you slow down? I'm trying to create an account in Itascan.
Okay, okay.
Yes, please. Thank you.
So are you done with the Etherscan account creation?
About to verify email.
Okay, what of others?
Yeah, I just
Same here.
verified the email.
Okay, so
Yeah, hello.
hello.
Yeah, could you please send the
Yeah.
config code again? The config code.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
So when you are done with the Etherscan account creation, you can create account with Alchemy as well.
Did you say alchemy?
Yes, I'll send the link to the chat on Discord on this call. So you can as well claim a Sepolia faucet from Alchemy using this link because we'll be using Sepolia for deployment. Which token do you used to use for deployment before? Where are you guys? Oh, sorry for that, Peter. So you can catch up with the recording.
Yeah, we are with you. I'm just trying to create an account on the Alchemy.
Okay. So you can try to claim Sepolia faucet as well using the link I sent. Others are not responding. What's going on? Somtochukwu, did I get it? Are you there?
Yes, I'm trying to sign up with Alchemy and then move on
Okay.
to Sepolia.
Okay. You are done with Itascan.
Yes.
What is this? Alex.
This Alchemy is funny.
All right. No problem. Are you here, Alex?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry about that.
No, I'm not talking to you, sir. I'm talking
Ah,
to Alex or Alex.
oh, sorry. I thought I had my name.
No. Henry. Okay. Michael. Harrison. Gooden.
Excuse me.
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
On Alchemy, they're asking me what type of projects would you like to build? Please, what should I select? Is it decentralized applications, analytics, NFTs, learning, DeFi?
Select anyone because you are doing everything.
All right, all right.
I'm still finding it difficult to pass the verification for the Alchemy.
What's the issue?
Keeps on telling me you failed capture verification.
Factual verification.
Yes,
How? Okay, let me try to
try again.
create account here. Oh, do you try sign up with your Google account? Oh, let it flow, right?
So about Sepolia, should I enter Ethereum wallet address?
Yes, enter your the wallet that you want to use for this project. Why is it not popping up? Okay.
Is it from MetaMask or Trust Wallet?
No, from MetaMask. Should be your MetaMask extension is on your PC.
Yes.
And
Yes,
yes,
my
so
PC is down for now.
the address on that MetaMask.
Uh, this is the error I'm getting.
What's the error?
The one I sent.
Okay.
Let me move on to Sepolia.
Oh, Abuse check. Okay. Oh. Do you have another Gmail? You can try to use another Gmail account. Where is
Okay,
this? Just
let me try that.
your computer network has sent too many requests. Ow. Let's see. I love my belly should flow, my belly should flow, rivers, rivers of living water. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think something is wrong with this thing. Let me just try to use. Oh, how many of you guys have been able to create Alchemy accounts?
I've not been able to do it, so the same problem.
Ah,
Like if I click I am human, I don't know.
Already created mine.
wow. Congrats. Is it only Peter?
Rates limited or network error.
Oh, and there's no way to move forward without. Okay, okay. I think we can use local host. Okay, but I actually want to teach how to use uh, on chain. I don't want to use local host, but we can try to do the add that set Alchemy setup and it has can next time. So let's move on with localhost.
Sorry, I think I'm confused about Sepolia faucet.
What's that?
Okay, I logged in with my Alchemy
Account.
details, and then they are like verification expired. I'm a robot ability.
This button, right?
Yes, yes.
No address. No. Oh, I've already claimed today. So I think paste your wallet address, right?
Yes, yes.
And you verify this.
Yeah, doing that now. I've done it.
Okay. So just click on this send message.
Done.
Okay. So you can be claiming that every 24 hours because you will need it for deployment and testing.
Okay. All right.
Just test token though. You can't sell it. You can't sell it though.
So please, I think you guys have gone far. I finally created the Alchemy account with a different email. So what's the next step?
Okay. So only two people are able to create. Alchemy
Okay,
accounts
let
now.
me think. I've done mine.
Okay, Sapolia Fawcett.
Because wow. So
I've done mine, sir.
so why you all keep on silent like you not say anything?
Join mates.
Wow. I've done mine, sir.
Facha, Fachi, mute your mic. This-
I join.
Okay. All right. So I think we are set now. So now head on to your MetaMask wallet. And have you all claimed the Sepolia testnet token?
Yes, sir. I've gotten mine.
Okay, so Chip, you know how to get your private key, right? Hello?
Yes, sir. We know I can get it. I can get mine.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so I don't want to lose my two Sepolia. I can't show you my private key. Oops. So go to your .env file, create create your private key. Let me call it variable, sha. Create a variable, then assign your private key to it. Let's see. Just like this, private key. Make sure it's the same thing with the way you write this your private key in your config file so that there won't be issue.
Hello, sir.
Yes?
Hello,
Are,
sir.
are we going to put it inside a strange?
No, just paste it like that.
Okay, sir.
Hello, sir. I just finished creating the Sapolia Fawcett account. I don't know. I'm a bit lost.
Okay, so just go to your uh, VS Code. Then have you already created a .env file?
Yes, I've created a .env file.
Okay, so create a variable of private key just like this. Oh, I've stopped sharing my screen, so I'm coming. Or you can see my screen. Can you see my
No,
screen?
no,
No,
I
we
can't
can't
see
see your
you.
screen.
Okay, that's
No, we
good.
can't see your screens.
That's good. Yeah, password incorrect.
Please, I'm finding it difficult to find my access my private key. Can someone guide me, please?
So go to your MetaMask.
Yes, I'm there.
So that three dots button by the top right corner, click on
Yes,
it.
yes.
You will see account details.
Account details.
So we can't see your screen. I don't know. I can't
Yes,
see your screen.
I'm trying to copy my private key. That's why I stopped sharing my screen.
Oh. So the private key you're talking about, is it the one gotten from Etherscan?
No. Okay, let me just share my screen now. Yeah, not yet. See as the river flows.
So for the MetaMask, are we adding any Sapolia network or something like that?
Okay, it's true, it's true. Just go to add network. Where's my can you see my screen now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
we can.
Okay. So click add network. I think there's a key to turn on test net. Oh, oh, oh. Let me try to think test token, something like that. So okay, let me check it. Oh, I don't think so. Do you see any option to turn on test token?
Yes.
Okay, I just turn it on, so you will see Zapolia network.
Yeah, I did mine. I've seen 0.5.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So that person that is asking how to get your private key, have you been able to get it?
No.
So
Yes, yes, I've been able to get it. Thank you.
okay,
So please, where are we getting the private key from?
okay, you are in your MetaMask, right?
Yes. I've
So
not added Sapolia to my MetaMask.
okay,
Sorry, please. How do
that
I go
doesn't
about
mean.
that?
Well, you are sharing your MetaMask.
Yes, I'm in my MetaMask.
So click on this three dots.
Okay.
So account details,
Okay. Show private
show
key.
private key. So it will ask for your password.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we are good to go now. Are we on the same page, everyone?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've gotten the private key, but how do I display the testnet, the secondary testnet.
Okay, just go to your .env. Go to this file, this .env.
Okay.
So create like create a variable. Just write private key the way it is in your config file, just like this.
Using JS syntax, right?
No, just private key. Don't put variable or let or anything. Just variable.
Okay, private key
Just private key.
equals.
Private
Okay,
underscore key
key, then equals on the
is
key.
equal
Okay.
to, then paste your
Should it be in a string?
no.
Okay.
Okay. So we are done with that. Shit. Okay, so make sure your shit.
Better.
It's just two X that you have. It's just two X. You will not kill it.
We are not touching it.
Better.
Okay, no problem. So I can use that one for as giveaway, sha. So, but don't take it before the end of the class. So, so just go to your git ignore and make sure your .env file is inside it, so that when you try to push to GitHub, bots there are some bots that are watching all your actions online, so that they won't steal your money, your recash. Okay, we are done with a private key. Then let's set up our Alchemy account. Okay, go to your Alchemy dashboard.
I be here on Bahama don cap.
No.
So I need to call boy. I need not dey active for WhatsApp. Hope say something never go do am.
Boss, mute your mic.
Victor, your mic.
Oh, sorry, guys.
So how do you do these things? I think you see an option to create a project, because I think I've exhausted my free.
You have to go to that app tab. Yeah,
Okay,
the app. I think you can see create a
okay,
project just on
create
the
new
top
app.
right corner. Yeah.
Thank you. Oops. I've reached my limit. So let me keep on using this one. So, okay, this is another one. I create this one. Class.
Sorry, if I may ask, what's the major function of this Academy?
Mm, we are using their SDK to interact with the blockchain. So we are using we try to use uh we try to interact with blockchain using our local this thing. We are not using Remix. Everything is direct on Remix. So
Okay.
we use Alchemy to interact with them. We can use Infura as well, I think. So how will I get my API key? So okay. So you can just copy this API key or try to use link. I prefer using the link than the keys because these keys have so many shake sometimes like that. So that's why I prefer using the link directly in my config file. So I just paste it inside the URL.
Sorry, sir. What API key Etherscan? Are we getting any other API key from Etherscan?
Yes, but I don't think I touch anything about that for now. So let's focus on getting Sequoia first. So after that, we go to Etherscan.
Okay, sir.
So have you gotten your link?
Yes, I have.
Let me see if my this thing is still here because I do not trust anybody. Careful now. What happened? Why are you laughing? So we are on the same page, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, the value in the API key Sapolia, how did you get it?
Oh, from your Academy dashboard, your Academy account. So this is your Academy dashboard. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, I can see it.
Okay, go to app. Then create new app. So
Yes, sir, I've done that.
so you click on API key. Then you get your you can use API key. You can use the link. Well, I've never tried to use this WebSocket before. Maybe to pass myself. You get
Yes, sir, I've copied the HTTPS link.
okay. So we are good to go. My English, eh?
Sir, okay, I've pasted it under the URL, but looking at your own code, the around that API key, you have Sapolia, then you have something else. That
So this is
yes,
just this is my Etherscan API key. So in a situation whereby I want to verify my contracts, I don't have to go to Etherscan to verify. I just use some command line to verify it in my Visual Studio Code. So we stick to
okay.
that part.
So how do we get our own? Like, do we need it?
Yes, I think I told you to create Ethereum like Etherscan account.
Yes, we did, but before we could finish, you moved over to Akemi.
Huh?
Yes, we created an Etherscan account, but we not use it to do anything.
Okay. So go to your dashboard on Etherscan. So go to your API key. So copy your API key, then assign it to this aspect, this part.
Sorry, it's telling me that I am here to create an API key.
Yes. Oh, yes. You have to create an API first.
How do we do that, please?
So are you done creating your API key?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what else? What else?
Sorry, I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Is Etherscan just for payment verification?
No. Yes, it's for that, but for more transaction history, everything you need to everything going on your how can I put it, inside your wallet, like just let's just say transactions.
Okay, just meant for just transactions, transaction details, like keeping record of such.
Yes, yes. Like the evidence that you need, that you won't be explaining. Okay, so there's should be all of you have these contracts, right? Also.
Yes, I
Yes.
do.
I saying something.
I said I do.
Okay. So that's yes for everyone. So this is just a time lock and unlock contracts. So in our next class, we do much of writing of code. Then this the script. able to move. Okay, so this is the script to deploy it just for testing and everything. And then this our node module. This is where everything, what can I call it? Just like this, where everything we need for this add that everything is stored. All our dependency, everything. So this where it's stored. So what else? Okay, this testing. We are not touching testing now. Test is for sometime. So in the situation whereby you uh, clone and add that project and you want to work on it or you want to do something on it, on your VS Code, the first thing you have to do is to install all these dependency by doing npm install. So with this command, all this thing, everything inside this node module, like this folder, this node module folder will be installed, and all the dependency installed on the project we also install, but not everything. Like OpenZeppelin will not install, and I think .env2, something like that. Yeah. So you can find your way around it, play with it, and then try to learn more. So our script is ready. The first thing we compile our project by doing npx Hardhat compile. So our Hardhat project has successfully been compiled. So how far from your hand?
There's
So,
an error here. Okay, TypeScript is not installed. Let me install that now.
so they're saying error. Your Hardhat project uses TypeScript, but it is not installed.
I've not come I've not come across that kind of error before. And you follow every step with, okay, you are using Windows. Well, I don't think that's an issue.
Yes, sir. He's saying that I should install. He's saying that we should install TypeScript first. But let me see if I can install TypeScript and run the code again.
Okay. What command line do you want to use to install TypeScript?
npm install save dev TypeScript.
Okay. So you can just send the command line to the call. If anybody will need it, you can try to use it.
All right, sir.
I don't know. I don't know if I should say this, but my Windows command line is not giving me any error.
Windows Shiggy. Oh, so what? I don't know what I want to say, sir.
I think mine has compiled. Yeah,
Wow.
though he's telling me an unexpected error occurred, cannot find module nomic foundation had that toolbox, but it's still showing success. Like Okay, there's
But
module not found request.
try to delete your node module and do npm install. Yeah.
Okay, okay, let me do that now.
Deleting.
Yeah, yeah, Alpha. I can
Okay.
hear you.
Okay. So have you picked the attendance?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I have. Yeah, I have.
Okay. So what's the progress, guys? Are we on the same page?
Yeah, I'm still deleting the node module so I can install it.
Okay. So what's the update?
Sir, it's telling me unexpected error occurred. Cannot find module at Nomic Foundation slash Hardhat toolbox.
You are using Windows,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, same error here.
But it compiled successfully.
Sir, it is
It's,
not right compiled successfully.
yes,
Huh?
it's an unexpected error code.
Away.
Saying module not found.
So any Windows user that have successfully compiled the project, is there any?
There is none, I think.
Or more?
They should just switch to
Wow.
Ubuntu. Switch to Ubuntu.
That
I think the best. I think I should
Um,
partition
um,
my hard disks.
is it possible for us to do before the next class? That's for Windows users.
To do what?
Yeah,
Henry, what do you
to
think?
install
I
everything
was
before
thinking
the
of
next class.
I the thing is that you can actually use Windows, but like now there are like a couple of setup that you have to do now in the background, which is why Ubuntu makes it much more easier. You don't have to do all those things. But I think it's
Henry. What do you think?
you said what?
I was thinking of partitioning my hard disks, so I'll have Windows and
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
this installed.
it's
yeah, we can
possible.
do that.
It's possible actually. But just to be safe, you have to do like back up your files so that you don't lose anything.
Okay.
Someone please the error you're getting on the group chat. Sorry, on like the chat.
Why not search for the error on Stack Overflow?
The thing is, this kind of error is from Windows this thing. So that's why Ubuntu Linux is more preferable. Or Mac users too are free to go. But Windows. But why do you like Windows? When you have a full building on Linux, then you choose Windows.
No, sir. Windows is used everywhere.
Okay.
For me, I started
So
with Windows, so converting my system to Linux or Ubuntu has been very hard for me because of the files I have.
Okay.
Una
I
go
can
explain tire.
I can see Pato spirit in this call.
We don't dey explain tire. No
No
evidence.
evidence.
My explanation choke.
can I contribute something?
The best thing is to switch to Ubuntu. That so
Hello, guys.
yes.
I was saying, can I contribute?
Yeah, sure. 100%.
Yeah. So for the guys that are maybe having errors or something, I suggest you update your Node.js if you haven't done that.
Okay. Yes. What's the version
Is
of the
yours working?
Node.js of your Node.js? Right.
Node version 20. Yeah, 20 plus.
20. Maybe you try to downgrade it to 18 point something.
No, I'm not having any issues. Though.
Okay.
Some
No,
Tochiku, yours is working.
Yes, compiled successfully, no error.
you are using Linux,
Wow.
right?
No Windows.
Wow.
Please, which version of Node are you using?
20.
Node version 20.5.0.
Okay. Maybe you should upgrade.
And also, I'm inside the Visual Studio Code terminal.
Yeah, I'm also using Visual Studio Code Terminal, but I'm still getting error.
Just use this command line. I think Node.js slash dash fashion to check your fashion, your Node fashion or something like that. Yeah. So that you,
You
I mean,
mean Node dash V?
okay, that's V. Okay, thank you.
Okay, mine is version 18.14.0.
I think that's the same fashion as me, but
Yeah,
from
mine is
India.
8. Mine is 18.13.
But you are not using Ubuntu. You use
Some Tochiku, please, what's yours again?
20 point something latest fashion.
Yeah, 20.5.0.
Wow. Where did you get that
Anything
from?
apart from 20.5.0 on Windows is 0 point something fashion. Just know that.
Seriously.
No evidence.
Oh, I've seen it. Downloading.
Supposed to type node.
We are waiting for you guys to must finish this deployment today.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Yeah, I'm downloading the updates for the Node.js.
Okay, have you been able
Me,
to? Who asked the question about what I'm supposed to do?
me, sir, Goldie.
Okay, so are you have you been able to compile successfully?
No, sir, I was getting the same issue.
Okay, so have you tried to update your Node version?
No, sir. How do I do it?
Please, can you send the command line to upgrade the version to this call? Just send it to the chat. I'm waiting for the command line. Oh. Anyone, please help us out. Victor.
Okay, I'm actually downloading it. I'm not using command line.
Okay, I know you
Somto
use
Chuku,
command
please,
line.
can you help us?
Yeah, I think it's
Yes.
better you download it.
Okay. I think node.
I've tried upgrading with Terminal before. It doesn't actually work. Don't know why. So downloading it is better.
Possible you can still install npx.
Okay, so you can use the link to download the upgraded version. I'm not upgrading anything. Not now. So, Peter, Abby, I think Victor, is it working now?
Yes, yes, Victor. No, no, no. It's still installing. I'm installing the upgrade.
How many gig?
Didn't check the key, but it will soon be done.
23 megabytes.
Okay, you mean the download file? Okay,
Yes.
25 megabytes. Yeah, 25 megabyte thereabouts.
Okay,
Successfully
so try
installed.
to run the command again.
Okay. God no, there's the error. There's the error. There is an error.
Hey,
Money where they know say
Where's the error, Victor?
because they don't know my limits. They don't look the kind of
You see,
code
this
they
is still
and they
showing
are
me
so they
cannot find module at Nomic Foundation. Santo Chuku,
Are you
please,
sure?
how did you go about this again? Yes, yes, yes. I'm sure.
Are you sure you installed that module you are talking about? That Nomi Foundation.
I think everything is installed
Did we
when we are
install
trying
that
to install
separately?
Hardhat.
No, I just installed it in this same root directory as our instructor did.
Like
what?
install Abby.
So, how did you go about it? So,
This this is
Just
the
give me a
work
second. I'm
for like
coming.
almost 5 weeks.
this is
So,
the
Dry,
Chukwu, can
like not any.
Santo Chuku, please drop the command line for us so we can follow up.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm coming.
26%. Jesus.
So, Windows the what?
Okay, I think the command line is even on the other documentation.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry for that. I've not used it like this before. That's why. Do you still need it?
Yeah, I just posted the link.
Okay.
So it
Um,
definitely
sometimes
wasn't
you
coming
could.
from my version.
Yes, sir.
Is that
It's working now.
the module?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the movie they're telling you that they can't find.
Okay.
So as you're downloading the module, they'll be shouting deprecated, deprecated.
They'll be shouting.
Warning, like something like warning, warning, warning.
Yes, sir. NPM1, NPM1, yellow light everywhere, everywhere.
Live on Nigeria UV. When
so,
did this people
so
warning?
finally, it compiled.
So congrats.
Thank you, sir.
So it seems I'm the only person that hasn't compiled his. The medicine do faster, Vic. I don't have.
You are not alone, though. Me
You
too.
should
Oh, I'm not alone.
you get village. Yeah? TikTok.
The
Okay, wait.
Nomic Foundation is still installing.
Okay. Shebi, you get village. You get village.
Yes, I get village, sir.
Uh, uh,
Look, I go village.
okay.
I see what you're doing, boss.
Like Victor, you're using Glow.
Oh,
No. I know. I'm using M10. No. I'm using M10. It's strong.
Edge.
My network is amazing.
Edge or
5G.
2G.
And it's slow, 5G.
4G. 4G. No 5. That was a joke.
Oh my word.
This thing won't come disgrace me today. See me see wahala.
Just calm down. Just calm down.
There's something I want to check. Yeah. Okay, so I think everyone is on the same page right now. Abi Victor.
Coming up, I just ran my compile code. I wanted to scream, and I think I can finally scream. Tell me now. Okay, it's still downloading.
You just need something. Compile successfully. Oh,
No. Okay, it's not done. It's not done. What's happening here? When this thing compile finish, you can't shout. I go shout. It's not telling me nothing to compile. No need to generate any new typing.
wow. It has already been compiled before.
Compiled one Solidity file successfully. Finally. Ah, ah.
Congrats, boss. So let me just stop this. Good. in case you want to interact with this on your local host, maybe you don't want to use any testnet token, or you don't want to deploy to the chain yet. So you can just do npx add that node. So this one with the manner you are trying to run Ethereum node on your local host. So, but we are not using this tonight, since I want to show you how it works on the net, on the chain. So these are the nodes. And these are addressed with private key. But all this thing, if you try to send money to this thing, your money is gone, no. So mind you. So you can just open new command so that you won't tamper with that node running. So with this command line, npx add run network localhost script deploy.ts. So we are trying to deploy our contract on the local host. You can see here local host. So if you want to use chain network, like you just change this local host to the name of the network you want to use, Sepolia. So let's just try to do this first. Do you get? Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm on it. Okay, I think it's successful. Yeah, lock 0.001 and lock timestamp. Deploy to
Which network did they use?
MTN. Or you mean the blockchain
No.
network?
Your service provider.
MTN.
Wow.
4G.
Which, like, I think you are using
That your phone is slow.
32 gig RAM, right? All this might still dey load though. Okay,
No,
that's
just 8.
so. Yeah, everyone have these results.
Yeah.
I need to reply. Let me even call you.
I
Please, can
have
you share
it.
the screen again so I can type the code?
Sir, are we supposed to run any code before this current one? This one showing on screen. Are we supposed to run any code before this one?
Yes, you have to make sure your Hardhat node is running on your local host. So you use this command line to run the Hardhat node. Npx run Hardhat node. Okay, npx Hardhat node. So this is what we use to activate the Hardhat node on your local host. You get? So just like our Ether scan, so this is our transaction history. So these are block number. These are our, I think, what are they calling this? All these things. Oh,
Excuse me.
yes.
The other terminal where he said npx run Hardhat run network. Yeah, thanks. Please.
What's up, guys? What's up, guys?
Uh-uh.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
It is soft, man. your shege, they wait for you for front. Shebi na minimum you dey use now.
Yes.
Yeah. I get one guys like that. We try to use Windows, but later in the future, the guy try to use other OS. Others no gree for am. The guy change OS 11 times.
So are you saying all of these are wasted efforts?
No, no, no. Well, no one will preach for you before you change to Linux.
So,
Let's see how it goes.
sir,
Yes,
yeah, I just ran the command and I'm seeing something like lock with 0.0018. Is that what I'm supposed to be seeing?
yes.
Alright.
If we try to check the contracts we are trying to deploy, so we understand all this thing. Am I not saying? Okay. Okay, I think the script explain more about that. So this is the script that deploy this contract and interact with it. So we set a variable of a current timestamp in seconds. Should be, in Ethereum, everything is calculated in. Hello.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
I can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Network is breaking again.
Eh?
We can hear you, sir.
Okay. So we create a variable to get the timestamp in seconds. Then we set a variable unlock time. So we get the current timestamp and plus 60 seconds to it. So that is, we are setting the time to the future, like in the next 60 seconds, carry out this operation. So we lock a month. So this past ether means we are pranking. What can I use instead of prank? So like just like we are getting ether, like fake ether from the chain, something like that, sure. So then this is the variable that deploy our contract. So this lock is these strings. So our unlock time is 0.0. No, I don't think so. Okay, our lock amount is 0.001. So and the unlock time stamp is this. This number. I don't think we have the same thing. We will not have the same thing because we deploy our contracts different time like that. So if you copy this thing and paste it on, I think, what is the name of this thing? Epoch time. Okay, so if you paste it on epoch time, I think our time we have almost finished our time, so I can't go to that for now, like today. So next class. So this one we will get the current time, date, and month with year that we are in now. So this is the contract address of our project. This is just a prank address because we are using localhost. So let's try to use chain now. So we've already compiled our project. So we just have to change this localhost to Sepolia and we are done. Are you with me?
Yes, sir. I'm with you, sir.
Okay. Boom.
Um, sorry. Any assignment for this class?
Assignment. I don't think we have assignment yet. Just try to get everything in place for next class.
So it brought out almost the same thing like the one we
Yes, yes, you have the same thing, but the only different thing is that this first one is on local host, while the second one is on Sepolia Italian. So if you try to check the contract address, you will see the contract address are different. So if you copy the contract address and check it on Sepolia Itascan, you will see your contracts. You will see your projects there. Sure, you guys will not give me money to do my PC like this. Should everyone can see this, right?
yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, my own gave me error. I almost panicked, but I had to run it
Error,
again,
okay.
and it's like it's executed. Yeah,
Mine is working.
You never start every project, you don't see error.
it's working now. Yeah, it's working now.
Okay. So let's just try to, I think, copy your address and go to sepolia.itascan.io and paste the contract address there so you can see your contract there. So why is this contract verified? Okay, can you see your contract there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've seen mine. Yes, yes.
Is it verified? Is it mark? Like the contract is it mark?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, it's marked.
they like Twitter badge.
Twitter green, not blue.
Okay, okay. So I will try to find out what happened. So we have come to the end of our class today. So I'm sorry for taking much of your time.
No problem,
So
sir.
we
It,
continue
it
next
was a
time.
very interesting one, so we don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't
So
mind.
make I send my wallet address.
Yes.
So I've sent mine already.
Yeah. And like let me say that if you are fast enough, you can take the Sepolia.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I did not screenshot. Hey.
You can rewatch the video. Okay. Good night, everyone.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
Night, sir. Thank you, sir.
Who screenshotted the address?
No need.
I don't think
I will
anybody
withdraw
did.
everything, guy. I do. I
Yeah,
screenshot am.
we
Guy,
can
you
person.
thief,
This guy,
oh.
this guy
Stop
not thief.
playing.